The Milwaukee Bucks have been on fire since the trade deadline. They have a 7-1 record since then, which is tied for second best in the NBA. They are third in the league in defensive rating since that time, fourth in opponent effective field goal percentage, and fourth in opponent three-point percentage, while being first in defensive rebounding percentage. This team has been dominant, especially on the defensive side of the ball, since injecting a little bit of youth into this squad with the likes of Kevin Porter Jr., Jericho Sims, Kyle Kuzma, and I know Kuzma's not 29, but Chris Middleton was 33 and playing on one leg essentially. With that being said, you can't talk Milwaukee Bucks basketball without talking about the Greek Freak, number 34, Giannis Antetokounmpo, who has been one of the most dominant players on the planet since the 2020s began. And if this man starts hitting pull-up jumpers, it's going to be wraps for the rest of the league. On the year, he's averaging about 30.8 points a game, 12 boards, almost 6 assists, and 1.2 steals in 34 minutes. And those 6 assists are really impressive, honestly. And in this game against the Mavs last night, he was pulling up. He's always been unstoppable coming downhill, the most dominant transition force in the league since prime LeBron, and you can't guard him one-on-one. I'm sorry, Omax Prosper. He is 6'11", 245 pounds of pure muscle. If he's in the post, you have to send a double team. One-on-ones aren't going to work. Just like right here, you can't expect Spencer Dinwiddie to check him out in the paint. And then check this out right here. This is the growing relationship between Giannis and Dame. Look how early Dame throws this early post up to Giannis on the block. From half court, throws it in there, lets Giannis go up and get it, and lay it in. Easy work right there. That is a sign of the growth in this relationship between Giannis and Dame and this partnership. Just like right here, you're going to fake the dribble handoff. Watch Giannis with the little fake of the dribble handoff. Dwight Powell thinks he's going to have to be playing drop coverage against Dame. Instead, now he's facing Giannis coming downhill. Little pick and roll here, dropping it off to Giannis. And look at the no-look pass. Watch him look off Klay Thompson as Kyle Kuzma cuts right in behind Klay. Look at this right here. As he drops it off, looks him off. Klay thinks he's going corner with it, slips it right behind him to Kuzma for the easy layup. And then look at the gravity he creates, right? There are so many guys just standing around him, kicks it out to AJ Green. That's why it's important that you surround him with shooters. And then once again, Omax Prosper can't stop him one-on-one. And as for his partner, Damian Lillard, you also can't stop him one-on-one. This man has been hooping this year. He's averaging almost 26 points a game, 7 assists, 4.6 rebounds, 1.2 steals in 36 minutes, and he's 34 years old, still doing stuff like this. This is incredible for a guy this age. Look at this set right here. I love that they're actually running sets for him. All this clutter right there gets him freed up a little bit, gets to toe tap it and knock down the 3-ball. He's now shooting 38% from 3 on 9.2 attempts, and he's getting more catch and shoot looks, which is helping him shoot the 3-ball more efficiently, but he's still doing stuff like this. And that's Omax Prosper. That's a 6'8" wing with a 7'1" wingspan that a small guard is getting a shot like that up off of, and he's 34. We talked about the look ahead earlier. Now more catch and shoot opportunities for him. That one barely even touched the net. If he can get more of those, his efficiency is going to rise and he's going to average even more points. Little empty side pick and roll right here. Love this action right here. Look at all the open area down here for Brook to either pop or roll into. You can't help off Giannis because that's an automatic dunk, and beautiful set right there by the Bucks. And then look at the finish right there. Little reverse layup. Over the last 11 games, it's been Dame time. He's averaging almost 28 points a game, just under 7 assists, and 5 rebounds a night. All of this while shooting 48% from the field and 38% from 3 on 10.3 attempts. And they called him washed. They called this man washed, and he's doing this at 34 years of age. Now, if the season ended today, the Milwaukee Bucks, with their 36-25 record, would get to play the Indiana Pacers in the first round, and then would ultimately face the winner of Cleveland and whoever comes out of the play-in bracket. And honestly, I wouldn't hate the Cleveland matchup for this Bucks team. Yes, Cleveland is by far the best team in the league this year, record-wise, or at least the East. Of course, you got the Thunder out west, but I think this is a favorable matchup for this Bucks team. They really have nobody. I mean, Mobley would be the best probably they got to face off against Giannis, and no disrespect to Evan Mobley, he's a generational defender, but it's Giannis Antetokounmpo, who's one of, if not the most dominant players on the face of the earth right now, and you get them and you don't have to face the Celtics, who, no disrespect to the Cavs, I'd still rather play the Cavs than the Celtics if I'm the Bucks in a playoff series. Maybe the Bucks could be looking at making some noise and advancing out of the second round, getting to the Eastern Conference Finals, and who knows, by then, of course, Kristaps Porzingis will probably be injured, so you could have an even easier route if you do manage to beat the Cavs, but that's where we stand as of today. Now, if you've made it this far in the video, obviously you're enjoying something. Make sure to hit that like button, leave me a comment down below, and hit that subscribe button. As you can see here, a large majority of the people that watch these videos are not subscribed to the channel. If that is you, go ahead and fix that right now. Now, let's take a look at Kyle Kuzma and company, or as Charles Barkley likes to call him, Kyle Kuzma. He's averaging 15.2 points a game, 7.6 rebounds, 2.4 assists in 34 minutes so far through 12 games played as a Milwaukee Buck. And I feel like he's still trying to find his identity a little bit, right? His efficiency is not quite where you want it to be, although he is learning how to play off of Giannis and Dame Lillard. 45% shooting from the field, 33% from 3 on 4 attempts this year for Kuz. And I think he's best coming downhill, right? That's what he was best at with the Lakers, playing off ball. You know, he was never really the greatest three-point shooter in the world. That's a tough left-hand layup right there, lefty hook over the top of a great defender, and then just getting downhill. That's what he's good at. He's 6'9", 220. He's tough to stop. Nobody wants to step in front of that, especially in the league when he's coming downhill, and he can finish at the rim with both hands. So I think that's what he needs to stick with. He can play a little bit in the pick and roll if he needs, but he can also pull this out of his pocket whenever he needs to, and I think he is going to continue to learn and grow and develop and play with this Bucks core and get better as the season continues. Now, Kevin Porter Jr. is a guy that has made an impact from day one. 9.2 points a game, 3.5 rebounds, 3.1 assists, and 1.5 steals per game in 16 minutes. Those are ridiculous per 36 numbers, which we're about to look at. 51% shooting from the field, and he said it himself. This is the first time he's got to play on a winning team in his career. So a winning environment produces better play, and that's what we've seen so far this year from Kevin Porter Jr. as a Buck, averaging 20.8 points a game, 7 rebounds, 8 assists, and a ridiculous 3.4 steals per 36 minutes. He's playing with great pace. You see the hesitation right there. He's always been a hooper. And put in that role where he can come off the bench and just cook, I think he is going to be dynamite for this Bucks team coming down the stretch. And then even Jericho Sims, another injection of youth into this roster, and he's done a great job playing his role, rebounding around the rim. He's one of the most athletic 7-footers I've ever seen. He's even utilizing this little push shot right here, going up, catching lobs, finishing around the rim. He's done a fantastic job as a Buck so far in the few games that he has played. And then you got AJ Green. Not the all-pro wide receiver. We're talking about the absolute sniper, A.J. Green, who is an elite catch-and-shoot guy. He's one of the plethora of shooters the Bucks have surrounded Giannis with, including Bobby Portis when he can, stay in the lineup. But he is, in my opinion, the best. He's got a hair trigger release, and you cannot give this man an inch of space. 8 points a game, 2.3 rebounds in 23 minutes so far this year on 43% shooting from beyond the arc on about 6 attempts. And he's doing it on ridiculously tough attempts like this. Like sprinting out, he's covering like 10 feet right there on that sidestep. That is ridiculous. And then, like I said, hair trigger, catch, and release. Now, I need to talk about some of these other guys like Brook Lopez, who has been really good this year, Andre Jackson Jr. Now, some Bucks fans don't like Lopez. I don't get it. Andre Jackson Jr., great defender. We talked a little bit about Gary Trent Jr., Taurean Prince, and Bobby Portis earlier. Those are all really key guys in surrounding Giannis with shooters and keeping his area of operation cleaner. Now, that being said, that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to hit the like button. Leave me a comment down below and hit that subscribe button if you did enjoy at any point. We're looking for about 300 likes on today's video. And with that being said, thanks so much for watching.